Well, good afternoon, Bulldogs. Meteorologist John Mayer here, and if you've stepped outside, probably noticed it's a bit wet out there. We've had that heavy cloud cover all day long, but finally those storms are popping up. They're beginning to move out of the Golden Triangle, taking this northeasterly path, but we will still see some action throughout the rest of the day. As we zoom into the Golden Triangle, you can really see how those storms have begun to push through, but it doesn't mean that we're quite out of the woods yet. On our future radar, we can see that there are a few of these extra little systems of storms popping up just north of Jackson, and they'll continue to push their way towards the northeast, and we'll probably see a little bit more rainfall before the evening is out. And yet this still isn't the main system, the cold front that's been pushing its way across the country. Here it is right here. You can see that fine band of storms that's working its way across the country. It's been doing that for the past few days now. Still hasn't reached the Magnolia State. These are just some prefrontal storms, so we will have some more action coming up by the time we get into tomorrow. Now, in the junction, not looking quite as wet as we saw just a bit earlier. No more raindrops on the camera. It's starting to clear out, but we still have that heavy cloud cover. Chance you might see a peak of sunshine, but for the most part, it is very cloudy outside. And on our predictor, we can watch the progression of these storms. A little bit heavy on the rainfall right now for the predictor, but by this evening starts to clear us out just a bit, just in time to see the main cold front push through overnight into tomorrow morning. Now, by the time we get to tomorrow morning, heading out to class at 9 o'clock, chance that the cold front may have passed through. Won't see that rainfall lasting into the rest of the day tomorrow. Just some overnight storms that we'll be experiencing. And after that, look at this. Clear skies. High pressure begins pushing across from the west, and we should experience clear skies for Bulldog Bash tomorrow and for the Texas A&M game for Saturday morning. So it looks like it'll be a great weekend out there with those clear skies. Now, temperatures around the region, we are still sitting in the mid-80s at the moment, but watch, once that cold front passes through, we get some cooler temperatures. Tomorrow, don't quite get the full experience of that cold front, still in the lower 80s by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon for our high temperatures, but look what happens overnight, dropping down to 43 degrees by the time we get to Saturday morning, 39 in Memphis. We're looking at near freezing temperatures all the way in the beginning of October. So this is definitely a major cool down that we'll be experiencing by the time we get to this weekend, and even Saturday throughout the rest of the day, not warming up too much, still sitting in the mid-60s here in Starkville for your game day forecast, and then cooling right back down to the lower 50s by the time we get into Sunday morning. Now on your 7-day, this is where you notice that big cool down by the time we get to Saturday, just in time for the Texas A&M game, but then we slowly warm back up, back into the 80s by the start of the school week, and then temperatures feeling a bit more fall-like in the lower 80s throughout the rest of next week.